This is Gary Hess. The State Open of Virginia is coming up very shortly. It's one of the great statewide events for any state in the country. I'm here with Tim White from Lake Chesdin Golf Club, the 1987 State Open champion, which ironically is the very first State Open I ever covered. Let's talk about, first of all, the concept, Tim, where the pros and the amateurs come together for one shared state championship. Conceptually, what is that part of what makes this such a special event?
It is. This is probably the only golf course in the state of Virginia that where the golf pros and the amateurs can come together and play, and it gives both sides, the pros and the AMs, the opportunity to compete against each other and to see how our games stack up.
Now, obviously, it's been a few years since you won it there back in 1987, but being known as a State Open champion, what's that meant for your career?
It's meant a lot. You know. I still, when I go to golf tournaments, I'm still recognized as the champion. You know, people that were actually at Brandon Mill when I won it in '87 still acknowledge the fact that I've won. The members here know that I've won. So, you know, it seems like everywhere I go within the state of Virginia that when my name pops up, it is because of the State Open of '87.
Now, of course, it has had stretches where it's had a kind of a permanent home. It was at Willow Oaks for a long time. It was at Independence for quite a few years. Moved around a little bit. Do you like the concept of it having a home or more moving around?
You know, I personally like it having a home. You know, when it was at Willow Oaks, it was really nice. You know, because of me, because it was Richmond. It's local. You know, Independence was very nice. I did not get a chance to play Ballyhack last year. Didn't even try to qualify, but I'm going to attempt to play it this year. You know, I prefer local, but if it moves around, hey, it's fair for everybody.
What do you know about Ballyhack and the challenges it presents?
Well, I was fortunate enough to play Ballyhack a few years ago in a charity event, but we didn't really play the golf course, I think, the way the tournament players played it. So I'm going to try to get there and play a practice round a couple of days before and see it the way you know, under tournament condition.
Let me ask you this. You and I together are not as young as we used to be. Talk about the challenge of teeing it up with these kids, the way they can just pound the ball. And I know you still got a lot of game, but these kids are amazing, aren't they?
They are. You know, it's the game has changed over the over the years, and teeing up with the young guys and seeing how far they can hit it now. I thought I hit it fairly far when I was growing up, and even when I won the State Open in '87, but I don't hit it nowhere near as far as those guys do now. And, you know, as I'm getting older, you know, they're hitting it farther and I'm hitting it shorter, so it's the gap is really widening.
Now, I know the last few years you've started to play in some of the senior events, the Senior Open. What's that like, playing Senior Open, you know, some of the guys you competed with back in the day?
You know, that's fun. You know, I get to, you know, we get to move up a little bit to play a golf course, and you know, we've had it at the West Hampton Golf Course over the last couple of years. We switched it over to the Creek course at CCV. You know, it's nice. You know, getting to compete against guys that are, you know, our age or maybe just a little bit older. We don't have to worry about rearing back and trying to beat those flat bellies.
Well, it's the State Open. The Senior Open's in September. But the State Open is coming up very soon at Ballyhack. Tim White, one of the guys you'll want to watch out for that week.